he failed to show up for that meeting and came to, I guess, he pled his case that he did not know, it was a misunderstanding on the time, so that's the reason he didn't show up. So he has requested another meeting, which is tonight at 5:30. And that's the purpose of this meeting. He's requested a temporary license and the property he owns to try to give him up to code. And I've been asked to let our fire chief speak first before we do anything else. So.
And Mr. Chairman, before he speaks, we also had a request for a rental license from Mr. Riley Cook on Friday after we got this posted. So he is in here at the same question that Eddie Flores has, if the board would be so good as to hear that appeal as well.
And well, I'm going to ask the board if they want to do that, because he's not on the agenda to do that. So
correct.
It's up to this committee if they want to go ahead and hear his or not.
Mr. Chairman, could we hear the first appeal first and then we'll make the decision after that? How long it might drag out?
That'd be fine.
And then if we could we go ahead and ask the fire chief to make his statement then as you ask.
Mr. Lance?
Thank you, Mr. Young. Good evening. It is my opinion that the owner or owners of these properties should be granted a 3-month provisional license to begin addressing the issues on their properties and start moving forward with compliance. This would give them a reasonable opportunity to show progress without immediately disrupting the lives of their tenants or shutting down their business. At the end of that 3-month period, I propose that we meet again with the property owners and rental inspector so we can review the progress that has been made. If moving forward is evident, then we could consider at that point extending a provisional license to keep the momentum going. This approach helps ensure that tenants are not suddenly evicted from their homes. Business owners can keep operating and spending. Money spending stays within our city rather than being pushed elsewhere. Now, if these properties were to be vacated and left unattended, we could be creating a much bigger problem than the one that we're currently trying to solve. Unoccupied buildings are often targets for vandalism, trespassing, and squatters. Over time, structures could deteriorate even further, possibly leading to collapse or even arson. In other words, leaving the buildings empty could make them worse instead of better. This provisional license process allows for the accountability and oversight while still protecting our residents, our economy, and the safety of the community as a whole. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Boyes, would you like to address the board?
Yes. Thank you, Ms. Shields. Should I take it?
You can yell it to me. Or
Okay.
whatever. You
Just
can
making
vote.
sure.
You can tell me what they are, or how you want to do it, yes.
Did he do the copy? Okay, good.
Vic. Okay, I'm just kind of scanning over this. What kind of time frame you asking for?
So in some of the properties, you just gotta take a little more time because they're worse shape. Some might take us just a couple of days to actually get them fixed. So the time frame is a little vary on each property. So I can't say like we gotta do 5 houses in one house or in a month, but I aim it to do at least 2 houses a month. Most possible, I can do a couple more.
Does this pertain to all your properties?
Yes.
Which is a number of how many?
About 150.
So you're gonna collect rent during this time?
I will need to collect rent so I can do the repairs.
What about on the houses that are unoccupied?
That's the ones I'm gonna start with, so I can get out to code. I'm gonna be working with code enforcement, making sure everything's up to date and all that.
We're talking
Then-
about 2 to 3 houses a month.
It just all depends how much work they need. Because if the house itself had to be teared down or complete gut, it might take a month and a half just to do that one. But I'm gonna be aiming for 2 houses a month.
You have this paper in front of you?
It's
Explain that last line to me.
So, my point on this property is, I don't want these properties for myself. I want these properties for whenever I retire, for my kids and stuff like that. I don't have to make a profit itself for myself. I gotta own my own job. So all the money from the rent itself, all the cash flow will go back to the properties.
So you pay cash completely for these, there's no debt on these properties?
Yes, it is. So after all the payments, stuff that insurance, all the, whatever money is left, it will be going back to the properties.
I don't think that answers the question. Is there debt on this property?
Yes.
Mr. Floyd, if doing 2 houses a month, that's gonna take 6 years to do all 150 properties.
So my aim is minimum 2 houses a month. Some houses might be a couple of days to get them fixed. So some of the properties will take longer. It's just the nature of the houses. But some houses can be done pretty quick.
So I have another question. Since your license was pulled on July 10th, which was about 18 days ago, what progress have you made on how many houses to get them up to date?
So I'm working with my maintenance team right now. They'll be working with code enforcement, just working on a couple of houses. But without an income, because I'm not collecting rent right now, it's kind of tough to actually put $5,000 in a house if I'm not making $5,000.
How many houses are you not collecting rent on?
I'm sorry?
How many houses are you not collecting rent on?
I don't collect rent at all.
Okay, who
I got
collects your
mad.
rent?
I'm sorry?
Who collects your rent?
Rent, Rally Cooks.
Okay, does Raleigh Cook have a real estate or broker license?
Not that I'm aware of.
But without a license, rent cannot be collected
Yes,
on any
right
of
now-
these properties. Since July 10th, no rent should have been collected.
So does Raleigh manage your property?
Yes. So I'm also gonna
But
change
he has,
my
but he
name.
has no real estate or broker license, correct?
Not that I'm aware of.
Just got any questions?
Have all of your properties been inspected?
No.
How long does it take for all of your properties?
How many can you do?
Well, first, Brian, how long would it take to inspect all of these properties? So we know,
To inspect and give a report,
yes, sir.
we're probably talking condition, probably most of them are in, maybe 2 a day. Give me a couple days for reports. So 6 a week, 8 a week at the most probably, depending on the condition.
Have
Now,
you-
as far as doing the actual inspection, I can go in, I can inspect it and give a list of what needs to be passed,
Okay,
to be fixed for it to pass inspection, but
okay, that's,
to get the actual
Okay.
report, it might take longer, but yes, I
give
can,
us the second, give us what it would take without the reports. What it would take to go in and inspect and get a list of what needs to be fixed, what needs to be improved.
I have 28 inspections right now, roughly a month. That's people who are actually with, so there's at least 28 other inspections in that time period that will have to be also accommodated. And those are varying times of the day. If the day where I have no inspection scheduled, I would be comfortable with doing 5. If we're talking, up to an hour sometimes on inspection, depending on the condition.
Is it just a manpower thing? The inspection, I guess what I'm asking, if you have somebody helping you,
I don't believe it's a manpower thing, it's just the nature of the conditions of the house that dictate how long it takes to do it. Now, if there's,
yeah.
obviously, if there's somebody living in there, you can't do a complete inspection because their furniture and belongings are in the way. But if it's empty, it shouldn't take half an hour at the most for an empty one.
I think what, I'm not talking for him, but I think what they're kind of getting at, if we could get in there and inspect them pretty quick, how many could we actually inspect and see what they did need? Pass inspection.
Yeah, I think we need to find out what we're looking at.
Yes, I agree. Because 2 a month, that's not gonna fix the problem. It doesn't seem like.
Because,
I mean, if you went in there and you had 50 of them, it could be pass inspection fairly easy, and that, you know, that's, I think that's what the Terry's getting at. We kind of need to know where we're at. I mean, surely, I would have to think, out of that many, surely some of them would be minor stuff to give them the pass inspection.
yes, so that's what I mean, at least 2 a month. The minor stuff I can do instead of doing that 2, fix the minor stuff, it might be 5, it might be 10, it might be 2, so the number goes up and down.
I'm just not sure we can sit there and wait till one gets empty to inspect it though. That's the thing. I think we've got to get them inspected. If we do permit you a temporary license, I think some way we got to get them inspected and see what they got to have to move forward. That's just my opinion. I mean, I think you got a plan, but like Lisa said, I mean, that's 6 years. That's not a good plan.
So on the 6 years will change because like I said, a couple of them houses might be minor stuff. I might be able to knock 10 houses. I'm not saying that they will happen, but at least bare minimum 2 if I can do 10 on that month. Because I'm not planning on making a profit on the houses. I'm planning to pull the money back, going back to the property. So one house might need $1,000 repaired, another house might need $5,000 or $10,000 to get it repaired.
How long have you owned these houses?
February 2nd.
The deed's just in your name?
Should be, yes.
It should be, or it
Yes,
is?
it is.
It's in your
It
name
is
only?
on my name, yes.
All 50 houses?
Yes.
100?
100.
All 150 houses just in your name?
Yes.
And you've had it since February?
Yes, sir.
And you've not fixed none of them since then?
I have done the repairs, but instead of focusing one house at a time, I've been spreading it out. So that's why the repairs is not as noticeable.
Mr. Foyce, have any of the houses been inspected? Any of the 150 been inspected?
Not that I'm aware of.
Thank you.
You said your maintenance team that you were gonna work with, how many people are you talking about?
Right now, I'm counting with 3 people.
Are they licensed to do plumbing and electrical work?
They mainly do like sheetrock, and they don't do electrical or plumbing, but they can do
So
everything.
you hire that out?
Yes.
How many homes do you have that are utilities are in your name?
About 10 or 15.
Do the people, the tenants in those homes that you have your name in utilities, do they see the bill?
No. It's included with the rent.
And the rest of them's in their names that rent?
I'm sorry.
The 10 to 15, so I'll give you 20. So 130 of them's in the renter's name?
The
City, I guess.
the rest of them, yes.
They are.
Yes.
So you got 130 in their name.
Yes.
Have you ever seen these rent houses and the inside of them?
I've seen a lot of them, yes. I like the big challenge. I work in houses myself.
So you own them and you haven't seen all of them?
I seen 99% of them because I'm focused on the other ones before I jump to that. I want to finish one up, but I've been working between 1 and 2 and 5. So I've been working so I can finish the whole process.
So when you put, you said you added utilities to their rent, these tenants don't know what the original bill was?
No. It's the rent is included with the utility.
School me on this. Why is 10 or 50, 20 of them in your name and then the other 130 is in theirs?
Why?
Yeah, why?
So
Why don't you?
whenever
put
I
them-
bought them, already a lot of the utilities were on their names,
In whose name? What do you mean?
on the tenants.
Yeah, but the ones that are in your name, why ain't they in the tenant's name?
I thought, so, I also like to put it on the utilities so I can try to make a little extra money, but it seems like I'm not,
Not only that, but why aren't you doing it with the other 130
because they already have it in their name.
that they didn't have? So when you bought these, them 20 was basically in whoever you bought them from.
I'm sorry.
I'm not understanding why they all ain't in the renter's name.
So, whenever I bought them, they already have tenants in there, right? So, I never messed with it. With the new tenants, I was putting it on my name. Does that make sense?
No, I need help.
I don't know if I can explain it right.
Okay, on the utilities
Mhm.
that are not in the tenant's name, whose name are they in?
Mine.
That's 20 of them. So why not, or them are not in the renter's name, is what I don't understand. Why we pick up
So-
20?
A little while back, I used to own a house in Perryville, apartment complex, and I had the same thing. I had utilities and rent included, and the electric bill was on my name. So the past tenants, I've never swapped them, nothing, so I left it like it was.
So
Make it
how-
easier on the tenants, pretty much.
How long have you owned these properties?
February 3rd, 7th.
So how long have you been collecting rent without a license?
I don't collect rent.
How long has Wiley been collecting rent?
So first, whenever I first bought him, he took over like being a manager. Then I used someone else, Teresa. She managed the property for a month and a half. Then went back to Radley manager.
So you have not seen all the properties.
I seen most of them.
How many do you think you've seen? You think you've seen, how many do you think?
I want to say about 84, 85.
The inside of them?
And they were.
So in February, you bought 150 properties.
Yes.
You buy that from one person?
Yes.
Who was that person?
Radley Cooks.
And he's your manager now.
Yes.
And your name's on the deed
Mhm.
only.
Yes.
And he collects rent for you, but you don't know if he has a real estate or broker license?
No.
I had understood some were bought from Mr. Cunningham. Is that not correct?
Yes, there's another.
Huh?
I'm sorry. So, I bought 105 properties from Raleigh and 51 from Cunningham. Sorry.
All in the same month.
2 months later,
Yours the only name on the deeds, yours the only name on the mortgage?
yes.
Yours is the only name on the mortgage,
As far as I'm aware,
as far as you're aware?
yes. I got the paperwork on my email right now. Sorry, I'm not professional. That's what I do.
Anybody else got any questions?
We're not under oath, are we?
Mr. Flores, do any of your tenants have leases?
No.
None of these
No.
properties have a lease on them?
So, you said you put your utilities in their rent every month. So what happens if you don't pay the utilities for them that month?
I can pay you to, but it will be canceled
All your house?
Yes.
Just the
if
utilities.
I don't pay you to.
But you only have 20
Yes.
that the utilities are not in tenants' name.
Yes.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot. Mr. Raleigh Cook has said he's taking 90 of these properties back. He's done listen. I'm just trying to cut the chase here because if he's taking these 90 back, he's sitting back there, then you have not 150 no longer. I guess
You're not telling us
somebody's
that.
playing games with us.
I did not know that.
This games, and I think we're about tired of games.
Right, I
I
understand.
mean, and Mr. Cook, if you got something to say, I don't know, but I don't understand, the man sitting here telling us he got 150 houses, you're managing them. It sounds to me like you guys are just playing games.
He's getting 90 back from you?
I did not.
Well, he's the one that's,
You didn't know nobody was purchasing
Applied to the
90
city.
homes back from you?
Mr. Cook, is that the
Because
correct?
it's technically my bank.
I don't know where you guys are going with all this.
Hold on, what now? He's technically your bank?
Yes.
I just asked you if you was on the mortgage only, just you.
So I am the owner of the property, but he's just my
Riley
bank.
Cook owns the property, you're just paying, he's paying, he's
Yes.
collecting the money.
Okay, I misunderstand what you said. Okay.
No, okay. You're on the deed, you own the property. Riley's your banker?
Yes.
Okay, now I understand.
Okay, I entertain a
I understand
motion,
why it's
I
screwed
entertain a
up.
motion, we do not approve this. Is that?
I'll second that.
I'm third.
Okay, we got a motion, second, that we do not approve the license. All in favor, say aye. All opposed? We're not issuing the license. We're not listening to Mr. Cook either. You got, if you want to be on the agenda, just, yes, Mr. Mayor.
Before y'all adjourn, I need clarification, please, for staff for tomorrow. When approach the podium.
Yeah.
Clarification, tomorrow morning we'll have a meeting with the utility, and we'll have a meeting with staff. What guidelines do we go by now? Are we going by the guidelines that we set last Tuesday, or are you all setting new guidelines?
We didn't set any guidelines.
As far as what happened Tuesday by the board, or was it Tuesday? Is that what we're going to adhere to?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we
That's
get
where it
that
is.
in writing from the board, please? We need a list to go by what you all are expecting us to do from our office moving forward, from this board.
We would
We had a
love,
lot of confusion Friday.
yeah, there was, and I was hearing those offices, trying to figure out what's going on. We're not wanting to put nobody out with no utilities, but I don't know what to do. I mean, we've had a year, we passed this, we've had a year for everybody to get prepared for this. And then we still sit around and the landlords don't want to get licensed. They want to go around the system and move property around. We can't keep doing it. This is part of trying to clean the city up, and we give everybody a year to get to that point. And I do, we've got to have some rules. I agree. But we also can't make rules and then just keep breaking it. We got to enforce the rules. And everybody knew what the rules was. It was not like we just went here one day and decided to do this the next day. And, you know, we can't blame City Like Gas and Water. I mean, they run a business too. And I know some of these landlords pay the rent or pay the utilities, get the rent. It gives them a little leverage. I understand that. And also, some of these people are probably don't have the deposits. And I feel for these people, I really do. But folks, it's not the city. It's the dadgum landlords. That's all I can say. I mean, we've tried, we've set the meetings, we've had people, we've asked for public meetings, and we've done it all. So please don't blame the city of Kennet. Blame the landlords. They have not done their part, and that's all I've got to say. Meeting adjourned.